Good evening, everybody. It is June the 27th. We're going to have a good workout today. You're going to need 2 bands for your legs. You're going to use your medium or your easy band to start with because we're going to be doing a lot of wide flexion on our legs. And then you're going to need to have a couple of pair of weights handy, depending on what you do have or don't have, so that you can change out as needed. We will be going to the floor for the second half. So make sure that you have a space that you can go down on. If you need a mat, get that, grab that real quickly nearby. And if you need a small towel or a small pillow or a yoga block to prop your head up, as we go along and do the exercises, have that handy so that you can use it if you need it. If you don't need it, then don't worry about it. First things first, let's do our breathing. I want you to stand nice and tall with your feet underneath your hips, feet parallel. Don't lock your knees out. Make sure your hips are stacked well. Make sure your ribs are stacked well. And let's go ahead and put our hands on our shoulders. We're going to breathe our elbows up. And we're just going to let everything settle down. So you want to keep your stack nice and straight. We're going to do our 4, 2, 6. And we will do that 3 times. 3 times? 3 times. Here we go. Last one. All right, let's do our warm-up. We're going to start with our heel lifts. We want our quads to gently cycle up. We're going to be doing a lot of hips, so we're going to warm up the legs. And then add a knee. And then go back to your heel raises. Ready? Here we go. Kick it up. 2, 3. Now knees. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now heels. 1, 2, 3, 4. Shake it out. We're going to do our knee raise again, but I want you to bring it across your body. So you're going to work this hip. You're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. And then you counter opposing arms. So you're getting that rotation without turning your body. Because you want to start bringing in. So get those elbows up. Good. 4, 3, 2, 1. Go down. Roll your shoulders. Take your time. Get it up. And reverse that roll. Bringing the elbows forward. Pulling against your back. Roll. Wide stance. And rocking the hips. 1, 2, push. And push. So that one foot stays planted, the other foot does the pivot or spin. Good. Nice. Push down. So you're getting a little bit more into that hip flexor. Here. Here. In the back of your legs. 2, 3, 4, and 4. March. High knees. Big arms. Let's do a little heel push. So pick the knee up and then take the heel out. And if you need to hold on, easy peasy. 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's walk it out. And plant it. Keep your legs relatively straight. Take your hips back. And just sit into your hamstrings. We're going to be doing hip hinges right off the bat, so we're going to start our warm-up now. So I want you to do just a little heel lift here in this position. You're just going side to side. And we're going to bend it back up. And pick up the heels a couple of times. All right. Like I said, we're going into the hip hinges, so I want you to get your band on, your easier band, so that you have better flexion. So I want you to do some wide range of motion. So don't go with the blue one, save the blue one for the floor. So do red or green. Get that on. Right above your thighs. First, make sure that it's even. And you start out in that open stance with your feet hip width or a little bit wider, parallel, of course. And then as we go along, we're going to get wider. So make sure that when you go into your squat, you're pushing your knees out to meet your ankles. So if you need to go narrower in order to accommodate that to begin with, then please feel free to do so. I'm already pretty worked up for mine, so I'm going to start wider because that works for me. All right, here we go. We're going to just kind of sink down into our hips here, tucking that belly button into the top of the thighs. I want you to feel that long stretch that we're going to hold. We're holding that long stretch. Head and neck in neutral. Back in good position. 4, 3, 2. Now begin very small. Pulse. It's more of a push. Focus on the knees, stay even with your heels. I kind of want to turn in, and that takes the tension off. You really want to keep that tension pushed out. So I do it with a lighter band so you can actually push that tension out higher. So you're breathing. In through the nose, and out however you want to at this point. 4, 3, 2, and let's roll it up. Hula move. Loosen up your back. 3 of those one way. 3 of those the other. Good. Widen your stance just a little bit for you, okay? So don't judge by what I'm doing. I'm doing what's good for me. Let's sit back. Right into those hips. Get the knees press out if you can. We're going to go to the halfway point. We're going to go down and halfway up. Down and halfway up. Regulate the breathing here. And up. Up. Push those out, legs out a little bit more if you can. Get that resistance to be tight on that band. 4, 3, 2. Hold it right here. Just hold it, don't move. Begin to slow, roll up, slide it in. All right, shift your legs out and take it down to ankles. And here's where you're going to have a set of weights. Go ahead and start with them in your hands. I'm starting off mine light. So basically, we're going to take our side step and squat into our big cheek over here on the left. So you're going to side step and return. And we're just going to take our time, get this nice long leg in here, and bend back into the step flexor over here. So take the time to make that good bend. Your belly button tucked in, and you get pushed back there. This side, we're going to put a weight on the ground. Put the weight down, come back to center. Same thing. Got to pick a weight up, and pick it up. And that's our pattern right now. Just do the step, pick the weight up, put it down, keeps you at that low and slow. That resistance. Good. We're on the downhill slide. There's no set. We're not keeping up the music here. And come to center. All right. We're going to just leave the band at ankles and pick up your weights. We're going to work on arms. Let's just do a little rocket bicep motion, a hammer curl position. So get it up and down. Now I'm using a lighter weight. If you need to use it heavier, you need to go slower. Feel free. Here and head and down and kick. Here, head, down, just past your rear end. Here, head, down, push. Here, head, down. Now don't swing. I want you to stop here and here. So take the swing out of it. Push. So you want that infinitesimal pause. No swing in those arms. 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, we're not going to push back, so going a little bit of a lunge. Push, long arms. Use your thumb to grip if they're lighter weights. You're working on your front grip. To your rear end and up above that, okay? Don't come to your hips at all. Stay back behind your rear end. You can straighten your arms out. Long arms, there's no bend. Just the short grip right here. Here you go. 5, 4, 3, 2, and up. Push back. And up. Push back. And up. Push back. Head. Here and down. Now, draw your shoulders down with this. Don't flex them up. Down. Small move. There you go. All right. Put your weights down. So you got your band at your ankles. You might need something to hold on to, be it a wall or a desk piece, because we're going to be doing leg movements. So you're going to stand on your right leg, and you've got that around the ankle. So what I want you to do is kind of hook it so that it's on your midfoot. See how it's hooked right here? You're going to go forward and back. Forward and back. And when you go forward, it's hooked so that it's just above my heel. Now you can keep it at your ankle if that works better for you. You're just working that forward and back motion. If it's at the ankle, it tends to want to roll, which is fine. I'm at the ankle now, 4, and I'm going to hook it back on my midfoot. 3, 2, and 1. All right, you're going to take it out to the side, and you're going to go cross country in front of you at the ankle, here, and then out to the diagonal. Here, and out to the diagonal. So the leg you're standing on is what's going to fill the work, because that's what's holding everything. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Both feet on the ground. Little hip hula motion. And the other way. All right, we're going to do the right foot. Forward and back. There's no counting, no timing on this. Just taking it forward and back. Forward and back. There we go. Sometimes the band doesn't want to do what you want it to do. All right. Take your legs out a little bit. Cross country. And back with that diagonal at the ankle. Across. And out. At your pace. First, the leg you're standing on is the leg that's going, oh, well, my goodness, what are you doing? And go ahead. Leave that at ankles. All right. Again, pick up your weights. We're going to be doing some lunges, but with the band on, so you're not taking huge, huge steps. Now, most of us will be doing a press, but you can change that to a front arm raise if you need to. Step back with your left, plant your toe, then you put your heel on the ground. We'll just do a little shoulder pulse. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Switch it up. Step it back to the toe. Here we go. 1, 2. Using that foot to toe at angle. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Wide step. And switch it back. Here we go. Let's go out. 2, 3, 4. Small move. 5, 6, 7, and 8. Big step. Wide. Step back. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Big wide step. Step it back. How far can you go? And still put your heels on the ground. Let's do a little kick. 1, 2, 3. This gets into your calf. 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Big wide step. How far can you go? Get set. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. All right, go ahead and put your weights down. We're going to do the last couple 2 steps without anything. Step. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Wide. Step back. That's our last count. Ready? 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Slide it in. Take the band off. And now that we've worn your legs to absolute spaghetti, it's deep lunge time. Okay? So take that left leg back. We're doing 10 count rounds here. Bend that back knee, head up, chin up, good posture. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Push up, shake it out, step back. Here we go, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Step up, shake it out, step back. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Step up, shake it out, step back. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Step it up, shake it out. Okay. This next set, I want you to take your knee as low as you can. We're only going to do 10 and 10, and we'll be done with that. Okay? Ready? 10, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Step it up. Shake it out. Step it back. Go down. And 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come up and walk it out. Get you a drink. Oh my goodness. Pick those legs up. Okie dokie, artichokies. We're going to the floor now. So basically your setup is when you lay down, you're going to need to go ahead and put your heavier band at below knee level. And that's pretty much, just put it at below knee level to start with. And have your weights on either side of you to use when you need to. And if you think you need a headrest, have it within arm's reach, but not necessarily underneath your head to start with. Only move it if and when you need to. I'm going to adjust my camera. Here we go. To the floor. Why you're looking at my desk, I'll never know. There we go. Good deal. This is my neuro mat, you guys. Okay. And put my music controller down here so I can see it. Get my band. I'm going to use my blue band and my 5-pound weights while I'm at the floor. Get it below knees. All right, the first thing we're going to do is wood chopper. So you're going to lay back. Dun, dun, dun. And you start with the weights together above your head. Now, if you have shoulder issues and you can't bring the weights towards the top of the crown of your head and then lift up, then you can bring the weights towards your collarbone and lift up. Okay, that's one way to do it. But the most of us are going to have the weights right over our face and just walk them out just a little bit and try to take the weights to the crown of your head and lift straight up. So don't let your elbows go out. Keep them pulled in. At one point, I will ask if you want to go into challenge mode. Challenge mode means you go from 90 to 45 here, and then the weights go, and you almost touch the floor with them, or you do touch the floor with them. And that's what we're going to be working on. Keep your feet apart. Take the band to tension and resistance. So don't just sit here with your feet together. Take them apart and hold it there. You can lift your toes up if you want to. Engage the back of your legs a little bit. All right, let's go to the next song. Woo. I'll turn it down just a little bit. All right, take your feet to resistance. Lift your toes if you want that little extra added little bit. All right, get those arms up here, and let's just start by bringing it down and up, down and up. This is where you kind of get to tuck all of your innards in and use those shoulders and hips. Yeah, when you raise your toes up, it changes how your back reacts. So I would suggest you can lift those toes. If 2 weights is too much for you, you can change it to a single weight. Just hold it by the head and fold this. We're really going to get into the arms, the triceps here, okay? Now, let's everybody straighten up. Depending on where you are, I want you to take it a little bit further, not quite that 45. Reach for the lower crown of your head. Make sure your knees are still apart. Don't let that band pull your legs in. Good. About at the halfway point. Triceps are going to die when you're done here. All right, let's go all the way up. Go back to 90 where you started. You're going to roll it back, take it out to 45, and then just slowly take it to the floor and lift back up to 45. If you want a little bit of a challenge here, you can push your booty off the floor. Of course, with those heels up, or toes up, heels down. I'm not lifting into a full glute bridge. I'm just lifting my hips a little bit. Do not want to, then don't do that. Just giving you ideas to how to challenge yourself a little bit more. Looking good. We're on the very downhill. Not many more to go. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. All right. Heels down, butt down. Okay. Take everything to the pause position. And we're going to pause that too. Okay, so what we're going to do on this next one is a little bit of a fly. Again, with your weights. You'll have your arms here at chest level. Not like this, okay? Chest level. And you bring them out to the side. Take them to where your elbows almost touch. And come back up. But wait, there's more. We have to adjust where the band is. So you're going to take that down to foot level. And you're going to have it hooked around your feet like so. So it is around your above your heels and in your arches. And you're just going to keep your feet like this. So we're going to practice what we're doing without the weights first. And this is where you might want your yoga block, some of you, to put your head like this. So while you're flying, because you're where your feet are doing, you're going to push and return. And I'm going to adjust my butt so I don't kick my own table. Okay? So when you fly, you're going to push one leg out and return. Push one leg out and return. If you want to do it without the band, you can totally do that. So you would just put it down and you would extend that leg out as far as you could go and bring it back. Okay? So those are the different mods. You can use lighter weights. You can use no weights at all. Just practice that spread and act like you're pushing something together up at the top. Okay? You don't just want to flop and flop. You want to push something down with the back of your hands and push something together with your hands if you're doing it with no weights. All right, everybody ready? All right, we'll start with the arms. Here we go. You're going to go open and close. Open and close. And let's add a leg. Open and close. Open and close. Extend and return. Take that nice long extension. Keeping those weights over your chest. Don't let them start floating over your face, people. Okay? If the stack is too much, again, you can always take it down to where you're doing one thing or the other. So everyone you feel is going to benefit you more, or you can fly and then do a leg and fly and do a leg. Okay, so there are many, many ways to accomplish all these moving pieces. Good. The whole leg thing, I know there's some of y'all like, wait, what are we doing? You're doing good. Push and return. Push and return. Push. Let's just do 5 flies with no legs. Ready? 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. I want you guys to just put your weights down. If your head's not already supported, take it to support position, and let's just finish the top with legs. Go to the extension and return. Extension and return. So basically just lift your head and support it a little bit. Push out there. Bring it back. Woo! So much stuff we're doing. Oh my gosh. Press. Turn. Press. Turn. Press. Return. Let's do 4, 3, 2, and 1. Ready to put your feet down and slide that band off for the moment. There we go. How are we feeling, everybody? All right, just kind of lift your hips up for just a moment. Let's let that settle and stretch. Stretch your quads right here. Okay, we're actually going to turn on our side now. So get your weights in front of you. You guys have the benefit of being wherever you want to be. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to stack, and I want you to have your legs nice and long. And you don't have to come up on your shoulder like I am. I am going to go down flat, but we're going to have one weight resting on our leg like this, and your feet need to be pulled flat. So they're flexing in towards you, and we're just going to lift and lower. So let the weight go out as far as you can using your fingertips and just lift and lower, but you're going to be down. So go ahead and get down like this. I am supporting my head. Okay. My feet are flat. They're curved in, and you're just going to lift and lower. Now, there are some pros and cons to being down like this. The con to being down is that you can't put the weight as far out as if you were sitting up. Okay, that's fine. You want to have your toes pulled in so much that you feel like you're leading with your heel. That's the point. You're just doing that little open and close, open and close. We'll get about halfway through, and then we're going to skip to the other side. This is the longest song ever. That's okay. Here we go. You're going to go up and down, up and down. Keep your feet right over one another, and your foot flexed, and as tight a flexion as you can do. Up and down, up and down. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Now bring it right here. You're going to walk it forward, bring it back, and walk it back. So you might have to change how your hand is working here. Forward and back. Keep your body in that straight line. You have to wobble a little bit to do the walk. Forward and back. Let's do 3 more. 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead and do the back part. Take the weight off. Bring your shoulder up here. You can stretch. And you're going to flip around, and we're going to do the other side. So you'll roll over, switch yourself around, whatever it is that you need to do. But make sure you're in a very long line here. That weight's up here, far out as you can take it. Cindy, I see your dogs are helping you. That is so cool. Flex those feet. Here we go. 1 and down. 2 and down. 3, 4. Keep those legs steady over one another. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Now adjust your hand. You're going to walk it forward and back. Keep it even. 2. So your foot doesn't drag towards the floor. You keep it at that even level. 3, 4, 5, 6. Keep your feet flexed. 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right, go ahead and roll to seat position for just a moment. Legs out in front of you. Ooh. Sit up nice and tall. And just kind of roll into your hamstrings a little bit. I'll pause the song. All right, and then I want you to go ahead and go to butterfly for me for just a moment. Be mindful of your hips. We just did a lot of grinding on the edge. Just let your back, just kind of tuck your hips in. Just let them relax a little bit. We've got 2 more things to do on the floor. None of them are your sides. We're going to go back to our original starting position on our backs. You're going to put the band back around the below knee position. So while you're sitting there, go ahead and get that going. Since you're sitting up, and it's going to be a lot easier to do while you're sitting there. Below knee, below knee. All right. So this is where we're going to do chest press. All right, chest press is going to have your arms out even with your shoulders, pressing up above your chest. Okay, so think collarbone or slightly below when you do the chest press. But your legs are going to be doing something a little different. Normally we would do like open and close with this, and I just didn't want to do a clam because we've done a lot of things. So we're going to do a little bit of a toe touch with a wide resistance. So I'm going to demonstrate. You'll be on the floor. So what your legs will do is when you're here, when everything is up, when you go down, your feet are going to go apart, out, and down. So you're going to go out and up. Out and up. Okay, so everybody got that? You're going to take the legs out and down and touch with your toes and come back up. As we go along, you can add a curl, which is more of a, gives you more of a momentum thing, but it also gives you that little inward crunch. So there's a lot of ways to do this. If you don't want to use the weights, again, you just reach and bring those elbows out. You don't have to do the hip lift at all. In fact, you don't even have to use the band at all. So you have all of these different ways to modify. All right, here we go. Next song. Start in the upward position. Here we go. Out and up. Good. Modify as you need to. You can use your body towel if you had that. That would be a push up. Bring those knees in. Get that little abduction work here. Good. Bring everything in. Let your feet drop for a moment. Roll side to side. Don't be out of control here. One more. Roll your ankles. Giving it some break. So on this next one, if you want to add the little contraction, you can. Here we go. Down and up. And you can start moving a little faster. I don't suggest going too much faster. But the contractions allows for a faster movement. Take those heels out. I caught myself keeping my heels in. And I'm not doing a contraction every time. Every other one or every 2. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Keep your feet planted, knees apart. Let's do our chest press. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring your elbows down and just hold the weights here. Bring your knees in. We're going to toe tap and contract. Up. 2, 3, 4, 5. You can put your weights down if you need to help hold it down. 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right. Leave your knees right here. Take those arms up. We're going to go down and do a little crunch when we do this. So we're going to go down, crunch up, and down. Now you're not going very high, just high enough to get your shoulder blades. Quasi clear the floor. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and we're done with this song. 9 and 10. Then put your feet down, take the band off. And that just sounds like somebody was trying to melt their guitar. All right, abs. We're just going to work on abs now. No band, just abs. Weights out to the side. Get your feet in. Adjust your back, your low back and your hips, your shirt, everything we need to adjust. Let's go ahead and stretch our arms. Roll them back here. Nice and easy on that. You know what you need to stretch a little bit. And bring this back up. And roll it back down. All right. So what we're going to do is we're going to do our crunch. Notice we're not trying to fold everything up. If you need to support your head, feel free to do so. We will start with 10 in the middle, 10 to the right, 10 in the middle, 10 to the left. When you go to the right, use your left hand to support and just reach toward your heels. So you're doing a quasi penguin, and then you come back to center and do your 10, and you can either reach for your knees or reach towards the center. And then to the left, we'll go here. All right? So we're going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're going to do 100. So 5 and 6 are going to be in the middle. So 50 and 60 will be in the middle. All right. Here we go. Starting with 1 and 1. Wait, let me change the song. Oh yeah. That'll put us to sleep. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 30. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 40. 1, 2, 3, 4. You can support your neck if you need to. 6, 7, 8, 9, 50. Doing 60 here as well. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And now to the right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. To the center. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. To the left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's 90. We're going to the middle. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come down. We're going to lift. So press your heels in. Get your shoulders underneath you. And just lift your hips up. Go ahead and move. Make sure your toes can move. Ooh. All right. As you're in this position, I kind of want you to feel the movement on your spine between your shoulders and your neck. Kind of move your shoulders a little bit. And as we lay down, I want you to start right there, pushing your spine in as you start laying down. And slow movements. Feel how everything shifts. When you get to the part where there's a natural curve, just let that sit on into the floor. We're going to slide our legs out. Slide, slide, slide. Let your feet turn, whatever they're going to do, let them do it naturally. Take your hands out to the side, make sure your weights are out of the way. Take them out to the side of your shoulders. And you're going to press up into your spine again. So you feel your spine right there. And we're just going to roll our hands back and up if you can. If you can't, then you do what's going to work for you. Get that stretch. Feel how your rib cage moves and stretches out here. So we're going for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're going to slow roll those arms back up. So feel that movement through your spine right there. You can feel how all those muscles change and do their job. Bring it right down beside your hips. Adjust your feet so they're closer together. Point your toe. Lift 1. You need to support your back. You put your hands right through here. You just lifted that leg up. One more time with the other leg. All right, hands out to the side. So what we're going to do is we're going to pick the left leg up, and you're going to take it over towards the right side. So put your hands not at 90 degrees shoulder, but hip width, and you're going to bring this leg up, and you're going to roll. So keep that left leg down, this right arm down. Just come this direction and hold yourself for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and just let your leg do the walk back right into this roll position. Now we're going to do the left leg. Bring it up and walk it over. And hold this position for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Roll it back into position. All right. Adjust your shoulders. I want you to bring your feet to flat. Adjust your hips. All right. Check your hips. Check your ribs. Check your shoulders. Make sure everything is square as it can be. All right. We're going to do our breathing while we're laying down. We haven't done this before, but it allows you to feel it a little bit differently. So here we go. We're going to do our 4, 2, 6. Just let your fingers, put your thumbs on your rib cage and your fingers on your belly, and make sure they're widespread so you can feel how everything is moving. Don't try to fill your belly up with air. Just feel how everything is moving. So widen your elbow. So don't tuck them in like this. Widen your elbows out. Here we go. 4 in, 2, and then 6. Here we go. And slowing it down. All right, I want you to hold this position. We're going to do it one more time. And what I would like for you to try is when we breathe in, a lot of the pressure you're going to feel is you're going to feel it going to other places, but that upper mid back right above, in that midsection, you're going to feel that push through there because you're laying down. You can feel that motion, and that's great. And I want you to, we're going to hold for 7 this time instead of just 2. Once you get all that air trapped in there, I want you to imagine pushing it to the ends of the lobes of the lung. And then we're going to exhale for 8. So that's going to be one really big breath, holding it for a long time, and then pushing it out for 8 counts. And you're laying down so that you can just imagine just pushing all that air out. All right. So I want you to just kind of get in a position. We're going to take a half breath in and exhale so that you can take a full breath on that 4 count. So go ahead and breathe in for like 2 or 3. Exhale down. And begin your count. Exhale. and breathe in. All right, grab a knee and roll yourself upright. All right. Good job, everybody. Thank you for joining me today. We'll catch you on the flip side. Crawl across the floor and turn the recording off. Dun, dun, dun. Okay.